This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti, Ololade. The major headlines: US-Iran war, petrol price surge sparks relief calls. UK visits, FD alleged plot to embarrass Tinubu. US probes Nigeria, others in labor rights crackdown. Sports, FIFA sanctions Nigeria, DR Congo, over World Cup playoff infractions. Jordan confirms Turkey for Nigeria friendly. Entertainment, Davido condemns bullying in Edo school. Tope Alabi mourns gospel singer Toun Sueton. News in detail. US-Iran war. Petrol price surge sparks relief calls. There is pressure on the federal government to introduce economic relief measures as the escalating conflict between the United States and Iran drives up global crude oil prices and pushes petrol costs to record levels across Nigeria. Industry operators, economists, labor unions and private sector leaders have urged the government to deploy the expected windfall from higher oil prices to cushion the impact on citizens and businesses, warning that soaring fuel prices are already deepening economic hardship. The stakeholders sought some palliative measures to cushion the effects of the rising petrol, diesel and aviation fuel prices, especially as this may heighten the volatility of the country's inflation figures. Some even called on the government to subsidize the pump price of petrol. The calls come amid reports that petrol prices have climbed to between 1,200 naira and 1,300 naira per litre in different parts of the country, while projections from industry players indicated that prices could exceed 1,500 naira per litre and potentially approach 2,000 naira per litre if the Middle East crisis persists. As the war involving the United States, Israel and Iran entered the third week with no reconciliation in sight, there are concerns that crude oil prices will continue to rise, and this will drag petrol prices above their affordability level. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has been blaming the war for its recent increase in gantry prices, which rose from less than 800 naira per litre before the war to 1,175 naira as of the time of filing this report. Recall that crude oil was around $68 per barrel during the crisis, but it stood at $103 as of Sunday evening. UK visit. FD alleged plot to embarrass Tinubu. The federal government says it has uncovered an attempt by an embattled mining company, Jupiter Limited, to launch what it described as a campaign of calumny against Nigeria during the planned state visit of President Bola Tinubu to the United Kingdom, following a dispute over revoked mineral licenses. The Ministry of Solid Mineral Development said the alleged move was aimed at discrediting the federal government's reforms in the mining sector and misleading the international community about the circumstances surrounding the revocation of certain mineral licenses. It said the company and its associates were allegedly preparing to circulate what it termed misleading claims about the Nigerian mining sector to discredit the government's ongoing reforms. In a statement issued on Sunday by the Special Assistant on Media to the Minister of Solid Mineral Development, Segun Tomori, the ministry insisted that allegations that Nigeria seized the British lithium project under armed guard were false and misleading. Tomori said the federal government had no legal or contractual relationship with any company known as Jupiter Lithium, stressing that Nigeria's mining laws prohibited foreign companies from directly holding mineral titles. US probes Nigeria, others in labor rights crackdown. The United States government has launched a trade investigation into Nigeria and 59 other countries over the alleged failure to prevent the importation of goods produced with forced labor. In a notice released by the Office of the United States Trade Representative and obtained by the press on Sunday, the U.S. said it has begun a formal probe under Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974 to examine whether the trade practices of the affected economies are unreasonable or discriminatory and whether they burden American commerce. The notice was signed by the General Counsel at the Office of the United States Trade Representative, Jennifer Thompson. The investigation, which was initiated on March 12, 2026, will examine whether Nigeria and other listed economies have failed to introduce or effectively enforce bans on the importation of goods made with forced labor. The notice stated, the trade representative is initiating investigations with respect to acts, policies and practices of the economies listed in Annex A of the notice related to the failure to impose and effectively enforce a prohibition of the importation of goods produced with forced labor. Nigeria is among 60 economies named in the investigation alongside countries such as China, India, Brazil, South Africa, the United Kingdom, Canada, and the European Union. Suspected notorious cultists arrested in Ondo. The Ondo Police Command has arrested a suspected cult leader Akinwale Tomiwa over alleged cult-related activities in Owo, the headquarters of Owo local government area of the state. Tomiwa was described by the police as a notorious cult figure in the community, was also alleged to have been involved in the killing of a student of Rufus Giwa Polytechnic Owo, identified as Ojo Peter. He had reportedly been on the command wanted list. The state police public relations officer DSP Abayomi Jimo disclosed the arrest in a statement issued on Sunday. According to him, operatives of the command's Special Anti-Cultism Squad in Akure apprehended the suspects following credible intelligence. He said, operatives of the command Special Anti-Cultism Squad in Akure, acting on credible intelligence, arrested one Akinwale Tomiwa, popularly known as Bella. The suspect is alleged to be the leader of the notorious AF fraternity, operating within Rufus Giwa Polytechnic, Owo, and its environs. The arrest followed actionable intelligence indicating that the suspect was sighted around Nepa Junction in Akure. Acting swiftly on the information, operatives mobilized the location, successfully apprehended him without incident. Family apologizes over viral Edo school bullying incident. The family of a student involved in a viral bullying incident at Ibenidion Educational Center in Benin City has formally apologized to the victim and his family. The apology follows the circulation of a video showing several male students beating and kicking another student lying on the ground, while a third student recorded the attack. The school management had earlier announced that all students involved had been expelled. In a statement issued on Sunday and signed by Team Ashore on behalf of the Ashore family, the parents expressed shock and deep embarrassment over the incident. Watching the video has been one of the most distressing and heartbreaking experiences of our lives as parents. We have watched it with shock, sadness, and deep embarrassment, the statement read. As a family, we are ashamed that our child was involved in conduct that caused pain and distress to another student, it added. The family apologized directly to the victim and his relatives, noting that no child deserves to be treated in such a manner. To the student who was affected, we want to say from the depths of our hearts that we are truly sorry. No child deserves to be treated that way. As parents, we cannot begin to imagine how frightening and awful the moment must have been for him. Our hearts go out to him and his family, the statement said. While the family expressed relief that medical reports confirmed the victim was physically unharmed, they acknowledged the seriousness of the incident and the emotional distress it may have caused. Sports. FIFA sanctions Nigeria, DR Congo over World Cup playoff infractions. 4 months after the disputed 2026 FIFA World Cup Africa playoffs final between Nigeria national football team and DR Congo national football team, FIFA has sanctioned the Nigerian Football Federation and the DR Congo Football Federation following disciplinary incidents that occurred during the match. DR Congo beat Nigeria 4-3 on penalties in Morocco to advance to the Intercontinental Playoffs. According to FIFA's latest disciplinary overview, released for the World Cup qualifiers, both the NFF and the Congolese FA were found guilty of separate infractions during the match played on November 16, 2025. FIFA stated that Nigeria was penalized for a breach relating to order and security at the matches, specifically involving the throwing of objects by spectators under Article 17 and Article 17.2b of the FIFA Disciplinary Code, and the NFF was consequently fined 1,000 Swiss francs. On their part, the DR Congo Federation received a heavier sanction after supporters were found to have used data pointers or similar electronic devices during the match. The act contravenes Article 17.2.d of the FIFA Disciplinary Code, leading FIFA to impose a 5,000 Swiss francs fine on the Congolese body. Super Eagles coach Eric Chell also accused DR Congo officials of using voodoo in the wake of the defeat. Meanwhile, the sanctions further heightened expectations about the anticipated verdict of the World Football Governing Body over the NFF's protest against the alleged use of ineligible players by DR Congo during the African playoff, particularly in the final. Jordan confirms Turkey for Nigeria's friendly. After days of uncertainty, the planned 4-team friendly tournament involving the Super Eagles, Jordan, Iran, and Costa Rica has been moved to Turkey after ongoing tensions in the Middle East caused by the conflict involving Iran, the United States, and Israel, forced organizers to move it away from its initial venue in Amman, the Jordanian capital. The Jordan Football Association confirmed that the tournament will still go ahead, but in Antalya, Turkey, noting that Iran, whose participation was also in doubt, will take part in the competition. The Jordanian Football Association has decided to move the matches of the four-team international friendly tournament, scheduled for March 2026, to be held in the Turkish city of Antalya, due to the current situation in the region and the limited movement of people, the statement read via the FA's website. The fourth tournament will be held with the participation of the Jordanian national team, along with Iran, Nigeria, and Costa Rica, as part of the preparation for the participation in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. According to the tournament schedule, which was also republished, the Jordanian national team will play its first match against Costa Rica on Friday, March 27, while Iran will meet Nigeria on the same day. Jordan will then face Nigeria on Tuesday evening, March 31st, while Iran will play its second match against Costa Rica on the same day. Entertainment. Davido condemns bullying in Edo school. Afrobeat star Davido has condemned the viral video showing a bullying incident involving students of Igbenidion Secondary School in Edo State. In a post on X on Sunday, the singer, whose real name is David Adeleke, reacted to the footage circulating online. "Animals, so disgusting," he wrote. In the viral clip shared on X, two male students were seen beating and kicking another student who was lying on the ground. One of the students were captured dragging the victim by his suit and stomping on his chest, while the boy cried in pain. As a third student who recorded the incident pleaded with them to stop, the video sparked widespread outrage on social media, prompting disciplinary action by the school authorities. Tope Alabi mourns gospel singer Toun Shueton. Gospel singer Tope Alabi has mourned the death of veteran Nigerian gospel singer and darling Jesus crooner Toun Shueton, described her as a true spiritual mother and a matriarch in gospel music. Alabi made the tribute on her Facebook page on Sunday, expressing sorrow over the passing of the 73-year-old music icon. Her life was a reflection of Christ, and her impact in the gospel music ministry will never be forgotten. She lived for Christ and preached him through her life and music. Though we will miss her, we are comforted knowing she has gone to be with the Lord. Rest well, Mama. Your legacy lives on, she wrote. The death of Shueton, also known as Rachel Olaton Shueton, was confirmed on Friday by gospel music comedian Wode Agba in a post on social media. According to the post, Shueton passed on after a life dedicated to glorifying Jesus Christ. Recap of the major headlines. US-Iran war. Petrol price surge sparks relief calls. UK visit. FG alleged plot to embarrass Tinubu. US probes Nigeria, others in labor rights crackdown. Sports. FIFA sanctions Nigeria. DR Congo over World Cup playoff infractions. Jordan confirms Turkey for Nigeria friendly. Entertainment. Davido condemns bullying in Edo school. Tope Alabi mourns gospel singer Toun Shueton. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, TikTok at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_Radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091 2222 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a productive Monday. God bless Ifako.